Hello everyone, welcome to my recap of the new episode of Doctor Who Smile. My name is Paul Verhoeven, and before I begin, a quick thank you to the neighbour who saw me yesterday stagger home from a bit of a lunch break with my Sonic in hand that I just bought from the shops and try to open my door with it. Didn't work, we made eye contact, got super awkward. Anyway, Smile. Let's talk about Smile. Smile kicks off with the Doctor effectively in some sort of exile. So we now know that he has basically pledged to Nardole, who appears to be his nagging husband or wife, I'm not sure, that he won't leave this place, that he's basically, keeping custody of this vault beneath the university. So why can't he leave? I mean, it's all well and good to say that it's important that he doesn't leave, but he points out to Bill that he can leave and be back before he left. So why doesn't he, go forward, find out when it opens, what year, and then we can do 10 seasons of the show in that interim. And then the show can finish with him opening the door of the vault, unless, of course, I think maybe I know who's in the vault. I think it's Chris Chibnall, and Moffat doesn't want to open it till he has to. I think Moffat's the villain, in more ways than one. Now, I should add that I'm really enjoying the pace of these stories. Smile is paced a little bit slower. I'm also enjoying the moments where previously, on Doctor Who, Amy Pond would have pouted and contradicted the Doctor whenever he said something that sounded smart. Bill will pause, kind of glare at him, awestruck, and then tell him how awesome she thinks he is as a tutor. She doesn't flounce around acting too cool for it, or like she's seen it all before. In short, I don't hate her. Like I hate Amy Pond. God, I hate Amy Pond. Anyway, I love Bill. Bill's amazing. So, the villains in Smile are emoji robots. Now, the risk here was always going to be that the writer, Frank Cottrell Boyce, would come off as a kind of boomer critiquing the impenetrable whims of millennials. Damn kids and their smashed avocado and their killer emoji robots. But then, the episode gets a bit smarter by making those who fled Earth, the episode depicts them eventually in the episode as weak and irritable and kind of mean and very human. The Doctor laments the fact that any of them had to die at the hands of these robots, but very pragmatically gives the robots back their sentience and then tells the humans and robots to live next to each other and play nice. Now, given the fact that the book that Bill looked at goes up to what seems present day and shows images of what seemed to be the right-wing idiocy sweeping across the planet, this felt like kind of a bit of a meta-commentary of the Trump thing. I don't think I'm reading too much into that. So, effectively what the Doctor has done is turned the boomers into the boomies? I don't know. I hope we don't die, guys. Now, a few final points. I love the music. I love the fact that Murray's tracks have gotten a lot more synthy lately. They're kind of evoking classic Doctor Who. And speaking of classic Doctor Who, the pacing of these episodes, of these first two episodes, has been demonstrably different. There's a lot less, let me put it this way. If the show had continued with the level of bombast that it had before, it probably would have burst an aorta. But at this point, it feels more like back when the show would have a story, just like a single story, that would take 4 to 6 episodes, maybe more, to resolve. That was how Doctor Who used to function. Now, I'm not saying we need to go back to that, but I'm saying in terms of the energy level and the pace, this felt more like classic Doctor Who. Whether that's good or bad is sort of up to you. And just another note, I wish Peter Capaldi, and again, Capaldi's never been better than he is now, but I wish they would let him wear the costume that he had at the start of his tenure. But look, between you and me, we all know that I would be happy seeing Peter Capaldi's Doctor running around wearing nothing more than a smile. BBC, make it happen. So that's it. Smile. It's an episode in which not that much happens, but then you look at it and you realize that, yeah, that's the entire human race. This is a low energy but high stakes episode. It's kind of an odd thing to see in Doctor Who, but it is a monster of the week and hopefully we'll get back to the A-plot soon. I'm really curious as to what's in the vault. I'm really curious as to what Bill's going to wear next. I am generally just really enjoying this season. Now, that's all the time I have for today's recap. I know it was a quick one, but this episode just flew by, honestly. So if you have any opinions, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and also don't forget to head across to iTunes and hit like and subscribe on my brand new Doctor Who podcast, The Doctor Is In. I am super proud of it. Episode 1, I chatted with Tegan Higginbotham from ABC2's new show, Whovians. I have a very very left of center guest in this week's episode. The podcast goes up every single Monday, which I believe you live in the UK is like 3 Wednesdays back and then forward a bit. I'm not sure how time difference works, which might be why I enjoy this show so much. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough. Thank you so much for joining me for another recap, and I will see you all very soon.